monkey in your pants?
Right folks, back with another video. As you've probably been aware, videos on the channel has been a little bit, I was going to say sporadic, more or less non-existent, and excuse me for this squeaky chair, but what I have been doing is thinking about things for the arcade cabinet that you can see behind me there, and I finally got a screen for it. Now for those of you who remember the previous videos, it did come with a CRT screen already there, but it just didn't work. It didn't actually do anything. It made a clicking noise when I switched it on. There was bits that looked just wonky on the back of it, really ridiculously loose, wobbly. I did try plugging it into a source when I switched it on, but unfortunately it just done nothing. So I was humming and hawing. My friend, he fitted Andy, previous videos, he fitted a 19-inch sort of 4x3 old school monitor in his, and by I mean like a TN sort of flat screen monitor, if you know what I mean, and wedged it in place, and it worked quite well. So I was thinking about that, but then I happened to stumble across an actual, is it a chassis you call it, or a screen thing. It came out, looks like it came out a very, very similar machine to what I've got there in the past. It's the right screen size. It cost probably a little bit more, well it did cost a little bit more than what you could get a sort of flat screen modern style monitor for, if you like, but if this works out, I'm glad I went with it, because it's a proper sort of authentic CRT style rather than a flat screen. I was going to look at filters for the Raspberry Pi to make it look, a flat screen look like a CRT TV screen experience. My words are failing me, it's been a little while, bear with me. So I'm glad I got the CRT screen, and hopefully, how many times can I say screen? Hopefully it works well and it does the job and I can get it sit in the cabinet fine. I should do. It didn't come, I don't know what you call it. Is it the chassis, the metal thing that everything connects to? It didn't come on a wooden plinth or anything, but I've still got the old metal thing. Correct me in the comments, what's it called? Is it the chassis? Is that what you call the chassis? Or is that like the electronic bits? I do not know. But I've still got the old bits and bobs from a screen that I binned that didn't do anything. So I should be able to connect the new frame to the wooden plinth that sits inside that cabinet there. And the good thing is with the plinth that sits in there, you can adjust it forward and backwards, so it should get it looking right, proper in the cabinet, as long as it all goes to plan. But I'll quickly just show you the screen in a second. I'll just change lenses over to get the good old wide-o lens on, because as you may or may not be aware, this room is teeny totty. So I'll change that over and I'll let you see it, and I'll sort of explain in more detail regarding what was I going to say, regarding how it may fit if it all goes to plan. So this is, excuse the mess, this is the mess, this is the screen itself, I should say. It's a nice 19-inch screen, looks in very good condition. This is what I meant, this metal thing. Is this called the chassis thing? I do not know. The good thing is about it is, hold on, excuse me, I don't need to do any weird wiring, because it's got a nice little kettle lead connector, male, and I just need a female normal kettle lead to plug in that. And it's got a nice little VGA connector. So I've got no idea what machine it's from, etc. But all I know, that's some control panel. The seller taped on it. Don't know. It's got some pots on it. They are labelled on the other side, but I've not had a proper look at it yet. The main thing is, I switched it on and it worked. So it was a win-win. So, yep, like I say, it's the screen and the gubbins there and the metal, what do you call it, outer case thing. You can see how it fits there. The chap actually sent it, sorry, I'm basically kneeling down now. Oh, and I'm getting out of breath because I'm walking about and talking. You think I was unfit. I'm not, I exercise, honest. I do. That sounded sarcastic, but I do. The chap actually sent it by Royal Mail. If you hear a weird noise, it's my acoustic guitar resonating for some reason with the echo in this room. He sent it by Royal Mail Parcel Force. It was just cardboarded up, so I'm surprised it got here and it survived. And it did have bubble wrap across the screen, but the only thing is, I'd say, is these on the bottom corners have taken, oh, a little bit of a dent and they're angled in. But it's nothing major. They'll just bend out if I need to bend them out. Same with that one. You can see it's ever so slightly angled in. But that's the screen. But I'm glad it came. I'm glad it switched on. I connected up a laptop to it and it displayed a picture. So it was all good in the hood. But it should look nice in here. Now this is the old gubbins, if you like. So I should, in theory, and this drawer, is this stuck in? How is it stuck in? Did I screw it back in? I did screw it back in. Did I? Yes, I did. Sorry, I got a bit close to the mic there. But what it is, you undo these two screws here, and this drawer here has basically got a handle there, and it pulls out. So this can slide out, so I'll hopefully be able to mount the new monitor on this, which will look very, very nice. And if I one-handedly try to close the lid, like I did in a previous video, it should look very, very nice sitting in that little space, rather than trying to fit a modern style screen, which you're never going to get to fit directly behind this and for it to look spot on. Don't get me wrong, it's never going to look like a brand new arcade cabinet, but I'm going to do what I can do with it and make it look the best I can. But I think that screen there will be a large part of it, of giving the authentic arcade feel. So that was a quick look at the screen. Hopefully I think it will work well. Next thing, like I've said before in the past, I am going with the Raspberry Pi. We're doing it primarily focusing on main games first. I may add others, particularly because I've got the CRT now as well, so some things might look good on it, might work well on it. But next thing I'm looking at is joysticks. Now, I know in the previous video I think I'd done a video about joysticks and buttons. I was looking at eBay listings, etc. for kits. Lots of people say you better spend a bit of money on a decent stick, so I think, is it worth it? Will I notice the difference? I'm not a professional arcade player, I do not know. You people in the know, let me know if I genuinely notice the difference between buying a combination of sticks and buttons or just buying a stick or sticks separately. But you know, the sticks separately would cost more or less the same as the buttons, etc., and the sticks as a bundle, if that makes sense. So I don't know if I'd notice the difference. Obviously the original plan was to do this as cheaply as possible, but let's say that screen cost a little bit of money, but I think it'll probably give the good sort of authentic experience that I'm looking for. And I have had a good look over the cab, and I've got a couple of good ideas what to do with it to make it look quite nice once it's all done and it's all together. But things are coming along slowly but surely. But your comments, your feedback, opinions, etc., as always, much appreciated. Hopefully I won't kill myself with this new screen with electromucunification. I didn't manage to do the last one, so it's fine. If I never see me again, I died from electric shock. Who knows? But yeah, your comments, your feedback, etc., greatly appreciated. I do take everything on board. I'm new to this arcade, malarkey at the end of the day, and people out there have been there, done that. So yeah, always open to ideas and suggestions, etc. But quite excited. I think it will turn out to something to be quite nice in the end once I get there. But we'll leave it there though, folks. As always from me, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll have another video up soon.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?